Chamber Music by James Joyce, Canto 1. Strings in the earth and air make music sweet, strings by the river where the willows meet. There's music along the river, for love wanders there, pale flowers on his mantle, dark leaves on his hair, all softly playing, with head to the music bent, and fingers straying upon an instrument. Canto 2. The twilight turns from amethyst to deep and deeper blue. The lamp fills with a pale green glow the trees of the avenue. The old piano plays an air, sedate and slow and gay. She bends upon the yellow keys, her head inclines this way. Shy thought, and grave wide eyes and hands, that wander as they list, the twilight turns to darker blue, which lights of amethyst. Canto 3. At that hour when all things have repose, O lonely watcher of the skies, do you hear the night wind and the sighs of harps playing unto love to unclose the pale gates of sunrise? When all things repose, do you alone awake to hear the sweet harps play, to love before him on his way, and the night wind answering in antiphon, till night is overgone? Play on, invisible harps, unto love, whose way in heaven is aglow, at that hour when soft lights come and go, soft sweet music in the air above and in the earth below. Canto 4. When the shy star goes forth in heaven, all maidenly disconsolate, hear you amid the drowsy even one who is singing by your gate. His song is softer than the dew, and he is come to visit you. O bend no more in reverie, when he at eventide is calling, nor muse, who may this singer be, whose song about my heart is falling? Know you by this, the lover's chant, 'tis I that am your visitant. Canto 5. Lean out of the window, golden hair, I hear you singing a merry air. My book was closed, I read no more, watching the fire dance on the floor. I have left my book, I have left my room, for I heard you singing through the gloom. Singing and singing a merry air, lean out of the window, golden hair. Canto 6. I would in that sweet bosom be, O sweet it is and fair it is, where no rude and might visit me. Because of sad austerities, I would in that sweet bosom be. I would be ever in that heart, O soft I knock and soft entreat her, where only peace might be my part, austerities were all the sweeter, so I were ever in that heart. Canto 7. My love is in a light attire, among the apple trees, where the gay winds do most desire to run in companies. There where the gay winds stay to woo the young leaves as they pass, my love goes slowly bending to her shadow on the grass. And where the sky's a pale blue cup over the laughing land, my love goes lightly holding up her dress with dainty hand. Canto 8. Who goes amid the green wood, with springtide all adorning her? Who goes amid the merry greenwood, to make it merrier? Who passes in the sunlight, by ways that know the light footfall? Who passes in the sweet sunlight, with mind so virginal? The ways of all the woodland gleam with a soft and golden fire. For whom does all the sunny woodland carry so brave attire? Oh, it is for my true love, the woods their rich apparel wear. Oh, it is for my own true love, that is so young and fair. Canto 9. Winds of May that dance on the sea, dancing a ring around in glee, from furrow to furrow, while overhead the foam flies up to garlanded. In silvery arches spanning the air, saw you my true love anywhere? Well a day, for the winds of May, love is unhappy when love is away. Canto 10. Bright cap and streamers, he sings in the hollow. Come follow, all you that love, leave dreams to the dreamers, that will not after, that song and laughter do nothing move. With ribbons streaming, he sings the bolder, in troop at his shoulder, the wild bees hum, and the time of dream is over, as lover to lover, sweetheart I come. Canto 11. Bid adieu, bid adieu to girlish days. Happy love is come to woo thee and woo thy girlish ways. The zone that doth become thee fair, the snoot upon the yellow hair, when thou hast heard his name upon the bugles of the cherubim. Begin thou softly to unzone thy girlish bosom unto him, and softly to undo the snood that is the sign of maidenhood. Canto 12. What counsel has the hooded moon put in thy heart, my shyly sweet of love and ancient plenilune, glory and stars beneath his feet, a sage that is but kith and kin with the comedian Capuchin. Believe me rather that I am wise in disregard of the divine, a glory kindles in those eyes, trembles of starlight, mine, O mine. No more be tears and moon or mist for thee, sweet sentimentalist. Canto 13. Go seek her out all courteously, and say I come. Wind of spices whose song is ever epithalamium. O hurry over the dark lands, and run upon the sea, for seas and land shall not divide us, my love and me. Now, wind of your good courtesy, I pray you go, and come into her little garden, and sing at her window. Singing, the bridal wind is blowing, for love is at his noon, and soon will your true love be with you. Soon, oh soon. Canto 14. My dove, my beautiful one, arise, arise. The night dew lies upon my lips and eyes. The odorous winds are weaving a music of sighs. Arise, arise, my dove, my beautiful one. I wait by the cedar tree, my sister, my love. White breast of the dove, my breast shall be your bed. The pale dew lies like a veil on my head. My fair one, my fair dove, arise, arise. Canto 15. From dewy dreams my soul arise, from love's deep slumber and from death. For lo, the trees are full of sighs, whose leaves the morn admonisheth. Eastward the gradual dawn prevails, where softly burning fires appear, making to tremble all those veils of grey and golden gossamer. While sweetly, gently, secretly, the flowery bells of morn are stirred, and the wise choirs of faery begin innumerous to be heard. Canto 16. O cool is the valley now, and there, love, will we go, for many a choir is singing now, where love did sometime go. And hear you not the thrushes calling us away? O cool and pleasant is the valley, and there, love, will we stay. Canto 17. Because your voice was at my side, I gave him pain. Because within my hand I held your hand again. There is no word nor any sign can make amend. He is a stranger to me now, who was my friend. Canto 18. O sweetheart, hear you, your lover's tale. A man shall have sorrow when friends him fail. For he shall know then, friends be untrue, and a little ashes their words come to. But one unto him will softly move, and softly woo him in ways of love. His hand is under her smooth round breast, so he who has sorrow shall have rest. Canto 19. Be not sad, because all men prefer a lying clamor before you. Sweetheart, be at peace again. Can they dishonor you? They are sadder than all tears. Their lives ascend as a continual sigh. Proudly answer to their tears, as they deny, deny. Canto 20. In the dark pine wood I would lay, in deep cool shadow, at noon of day. How sweet to lie there, sweet to kiss, with the great pine forest, ennisled this. Thy kiss descending, sweeter were, with a soft tumult of thy hair. O unto the pine wood, at noon of day, come with me now, sweet love, away. Canto 21. He who hath glory lost, nor hath found any soul to fellow his, among his foes and in scorn and wrath, holding to ancient nobleness. That high, unconsortable one, his love is his companion. Canto 22. Of that so sweet imprisonment, my soul, dearest, is fain, soft arms that woo me to relent, and woo me to detain. Ah, could they ever hold me there, gladly were I prisoner. Dearest, through interwoven arms, by love made tremulous, that night allures me where alarms nowise may trouble us. But sleep to dreamier sleep be wed, where soul with soul lies prisoned. Canto 23. This heart that flutters near my heart, my hope and all my riches is, unhappy when we draw apart, and happy between kiss and kiss. My hope and all my riches, yes, and all my happiness. For there, as in some mossy nest, the wrens will divers treasures keep. I laid those treasures I possessed, ere that mine eyes had learned to weep. Shall we not be as wise as they, though love live but a day? Canto 24. Silently she's combing her long hair, silently and graciously, with many a pretty air. The sun is in the willow leaves, and on the dappled grass, and still she's combing her long hair, before the looking glass. I pray you, cease to comb out your long hair, for I have heard of witchery under a pretty air, that makes us one thing to the lover, staying and going hence, all fair with many a pretty air and many a negligence. Canto 25. Lightly come or lightly go, though thy heart presage thee woe, veils in many a wasted sun. O raid, let thy laughter run, till the irreverent mountain air ripple all the flying hair. Lightly, lightly ever so, clouds that wrap the veils below, at the hour of evenstar, lowliest attendants are, love and laughter song confessed, when the heart is heaviest. Canto 26. Thou leanest to the shell of night, dear lady, a divining ear, in that soft choiring of delight, what sound hath made thy heart to fear? Seemed it of rivers rushing forth, from the grey deserts of the north. That moon of thine is his, if thou but scan it well, who a mad tale bequeathed to us at ghosting hour conjurable, and all for some strange name he read in Purchas or in Holinshed. Canto 27. Though I thy Mithridates were, framed to defy the poisoned dart, yet must thou fold me unaware to know the rapture of thy heart, and I but render and confess the malice of thy tenderness. For elegant and antique phrase, dearest, my lips wax all too wise, nor have I known a love who praises our piping poets solemnize, neither a love where may not be ever so little falsity. Canto 28. Gentle lady, do not sing sad songs about the end of love. Lay aside sadness and sing how love that passes is enough. Sing about the long deep sleep of lovers that are dead, and how in the grave all love shall sleep. Love is aweary now. Canto 29. Dear heart, why will you use me so? Dear eyes that gently me upbraid, still are you beautiful, but oh, how is your beauty raimented? Through the clear mirror of your eyes, through the soft sigh of kiss to kiss, desolate winds assail with cries the shadowy garden where love is. And soon shall love dissolve be, when over us the wild winds blow. But you, dear love, too dear to me, alas, why will you use me so? Canto 30. Love came to us in time gone by, when one at twilight shyly played, and one in fear was standing nigh, for love at first is all afraid. We were grave lovers, love is past, that had its sweet hours many a one. Welcome to us now at the last, the ways that we shall go upon. Canto 31. Oh, it was out by Donnycarney, when the bat flew from tree to tree. My love and I did walk together, and sweet were the words she said to me. Along with us the summer wind went murmuring oh happily, but softer than the breath of summer was the kiss she gave to me. Canto 32. Rain has fallen all the day, oh come among the laden trees, the leaves lie thick upon the way of memories. Staying a little by the way of memories shall we depart. Come, my beloved, where I may speak to your heart. Canto 33. Now, oh now, in this brown land, where love did so sweet music make, we too shall wander hand in hand, forbearing for old friendship's sake, nor grieve because our love was gay, which now is ended in this way. A rogue in red and yellow dress is knocking, knocking at the tree, and all around our loneliness the wind is whistling merrily. The leaves, they do not sigh at all when the year takes them in the fall. Now, oh now, we hear no more the villanelle and roundelay, yet will we kiss, sweetheart, before we take sad leave at close of day. Grieve not, sweetheart, for anything, the year is gathering. Canto 34. Sleep now, oh you unquiet heart. A voice crying sleep now is heard in my heart. The voice of the winter is heard at the door. Oh sleep, for the winter is crying sleep no more. My kiss will give you peace now, and quiet to your heart. Sleep on in peace now, oh you unquiet heart. Canto 35. All day I hear the noise of waters making moan, sad as a seabird is when, going forth alone, He hears the winds cry to the waters, monotone. The gray winds, the cold winds are blowing where I go. I hear the noise of many waters far below. All day, all night, I hear them flowing to and fro. Canto 36. I hear an army charging upon the land, and the thunder of horses plunging, foam about their knees. Arrogant in black armor behind them stand, disdaining the reins with fluttering ships, the charioteers. They cry into the night their battle name. I moan and sleep when I hear afar their whirling laughter. They cleave the gloom of dreams, a blinding flame, clanging upon the heart as upon an anvil. They come shaking in triumph, their long green hair. They come out of the sea and run shouting by the shore. My heart, have you no wisdom thus to despair? My love, my love, my love, why have you left me alone? The Book of a Monk's Life by Raina Maria Rilke. I live my life in circles that grow wide and endlessly unroll. I may not reach the last, but on I glide, strong pinion toward my goal. About the old tower, dark against the sky, the beat of my wings hums. I circle about God, sweep far and high, on through millenniums. Am I a bird that skims the clouds along, or am I a wild storm or a great song? Many have painted her, but there was one who drew his radiant colors from the sun. Mysteriously glowing through a background dim, when he was suffering, she came to him, and all the heavy pain within his heart rose in his hands and stole into his art. His canvas is the beautiful bright veil through which her sorrow shines, there where the texture over her sad lips is closely drawn. A trembling smile softly begins to dawn. Through angels with 7 candles light the place, you cannot read the secret of her face. In cassocks clad, I have had many brothers, in southern cloisters where the laurel grows. They paint Madonnas like fair human mothers, and I dream of young Titians and of others, in which the god with shining radiance glows. But through my vigil constantly I keep. My God is dark, like woven texture flowing, 100 drinking roots all intertwined. I only know that from his warmth I'm growing. More I know not, my roots lie hidden deep. My branches only are swayed by the wind. Thou anxious one, and dost thou then not hear? Against thee all my surging senses sing? About thy face in circles drawing near, my thought floats like a fluttering white wing. Dost thou not see before thee stands my soul, in silence wrap my springtime's prayer to pray? But when thy glance rests on me, then my whole being quickens and blooms like trees in May. When thou art dreaming, then I am thy dream. But when thou art awake, I am thy will, potent with splendor, radiant and sublime, expanding like far space star lit and still into the distant mystic realm of time. I love my life's dark hours, in which my senses quicken and grow deep, while as from faint incense of faded flowers, or letters old I magically steep myself in days gone by. Again I give myself unto the past. Again I live. Out of my dark hours wisdom dawns apace. Infinite life unrolls its boundless space. Then I am shaken as a sweeping storm shakes a ripe tree that grows above a grave, round whose cold clay the roots twine fast and warm, and use fair visions that glowed bright and brave, dreams that were closely cherished and for long are lost once more in sadness and in song. Alone by Edgar Allan Poe. From childhood's hour I have not been, as others were I have not seen, as others saw I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken, my sorrow I could not awaken, my heart to joy at the same tone, and all I loved alone. Then in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm, and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. The City in the Sea by Edgar Allan Poe. Lo, Death has reared himself a throne in a strange city lying alone, far down within the dim west, where the good and the bad and the worst and the best have gone to their eternal rest. Their shrines and palaces and towers, time-eaten towers that tremble not, resemble nothing that is ours. Around by lifting winds forgot, resignedly beneath the sky the melancholy waters lie. No rays from the holy heaven come down on the long night time of that town, but light from out the lurid sea streams up the turrets silently, gleams up the pinnacles far and free, up domes, up spires, up kingly halls, up fanes, up Babylon-like walls, up shadowy, long forgotten bowers of sculpted ivy and stone flowers, up many and many a marvelous shrine, whose wreathed friezes intertwine the viol, the violet, and the vine. Resignedly beneath the sky the melancholy waters lie. So blend the turrets and shadows there, that all seem pendulous in air, while from a proud tower in the town Death looks gigantically down. There open fanes and gaping graves yawn level with the luminous waves, but not the riches there that lie in each idol's diamond eye. Not the gaily jeweled dead tempt the waters from their bed, for no ripples curl, alas, along that wilderness of glass. No swellings tell that winds may be upon some far off happier sea. No heavings hint that winds have been on seas less hideously serene. But lo, a stir is in the air, the wave, there is a movement there, as if the towers had thrust aside, in slightly sinking the dull tide, as if their tops had feebly given a void within the filmy heaven. The waves have now a redder glow, the hours are breathing faint and low, and when amid no earthly moans, down, down, that town shall settle hence, hell rising from 1,000 thrones shall do it reverence. The Colosseum by Edgar Allan Poe. Type of the antique Rome, rich reliquary of lofty contemplation left to time, by buried centuries of pomp and power, at length, after so many days of weary pilgrimage and burning thirst, thirst for the springs of lore that in thee lie, I kneel, an altered and an humble man, amid thy shadows, and so drink within my very soul thy grandeur, gloom, and glory, vastness, and age, and memories of eld, silence, and desolation, and dim night. I feel ye now, I feel ye in your strength. O spells more sure than ever Judean king taught in the gardens of Gethsemane. O charms more potent than the rapt Chaldee ever drew down from out the quiet stars. Here, where a hero fell, a column falls. Here, where the mimic eagle glared in gold, a midnight vigil holds the swarthy bat. Here, where the dames of Rome their gilded hair wave to the wind, now wave the weed and thistle. Here, where on golden throne the monarch lulled, glides spectre-like unto his marble home, lit by the wan light of the horned moon, the swift and silent lizard of the stones. But stay! These walls, these ivy-clad arcades, these moldering plinths, these sad and blackened shafts, these vague entablatures, this crumbling frieze, these shattered cornices, this wreck, this ruin, these stones, alas, these greystones, are they all of the famed and the colossal left by the corrosive hours to fate and me? Not all, the echoes answer me. Not all. Prophetic sounds and loud arise forever from us and from all ruin unto the wise. As Melanie from Memnon to the sun, we rule the hearts of mightiest men. We rule with a despotic sway all giant minds. We are not impotent, we pallid stones. Not all our power is gone, not all our fame, not all the magic of our high renown, not all the wonder that encircles us, not all the mysteries that in us lie, not all the memories that hang upon and cling around us as a garment, clothing us in a robe of more than glory. Sonnet 55 by William Shakespeare. Not marble, nor the gilded monuments of princes shall outlive this powerful rhyme, but you shall shine more bright in these contents than unswept stone besmeared with sluttish time. When wasteful war shall statues overturn, and broils root out the work of masonry, nor Mars his sword, nor war's quick fire shall burn the living record of your memory. Against death and all oblivious enmity shall you pace forth, your praise shall still find room, even in the eyes of all posterity, that wear this world out to the ending doom. So, till the judgment that yourself arise, you live in this and dwell in lovers' eyes. To One in Paradise by Edgar Allan Poe. Thou wast all that to me, love, for which my soul did pine. A green isle in the sea, love, a fountain and a shrine, all wreathed with fairy fruits and flowers, and all the flowers were mine. Ah, dream too bright to last, ah, story hope, that didst arise but be overcast. A voice from out the future cries, on, but over the past. Dim gulf my spirit hovering lies, mute, motionless, aghast. For alas, alas me, the light of life is over. No more, no more, no more. Such language holds the solemn sea to the sands upon the shore. Shall bloom the thunder blasted tree, or the stricken eagle soar. And all my days are trances, and all my nightly dreams are where thy grey eye glances, and where thy footstep gleams, in what ethereal dances, by what eternal streams. Sonnet to Science by Edgar Allan Poe. Science, true daughter of old time thou art, who alterest all things with thy peering eyes. Why preyest thou thus upon the poet's heart, vulture whose wings are dull realities? How should he love thee, or how deem thee wise, who wouldst not leave him in his wandering to seek for treasure in the jeweled skies, albeit he soared with an undaunted wing? Hast thou not dragged Diana from her car, and driven the Hamadryad from the wood to seek a shelter in some happier star? Hast thou not torn the Naiad from her flood, the elfin from the green grass, and from me the summer dream beneath the tamarind tree? Crossing the Bar by Alfred Tennyson. Sunset and evening star, and one clear call from me, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. But such a tide as moving seems to sleep, too full for sound and foam, when that which drew from out of the boundless deep turns again home. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. Oscar Wilde's Sonnet to Liberty. Not that I love thy children, whose dull eyes see nothing save their own unlovely woe, whose minds know nothing, nothing care to know, but that the roar of thy democracies, thy reigns of terror, thy great anarchies, mirror my wildest passions like the sea, and give my rage a brother, liberty. For this sake only do thy dissonant cries delight my discreet soul, else might all kings, by bloody knout or treacherous cannonades, rob nations of their rights inviolate. And I remain unmoved. And yet, and yet, these Christs that die upon the barricades, God knows it, I am with them in some things. At Verona by Oscar Wilde. How steep the stairs within kings' houses are, for exile-wearied feet as mine to tread. And oh, how salt and bitter is the bread, which falls from the hound's table. Better far that I had died in the red ways of war, or that the gate of Florence bare my head, than to live thus by all things comraded, which seeks the essence of my soul to mar. Curse God and die, what better hope than this? He hath forgotten thee in all the bliss of his gold city and eternal day. Nay, peace, behind my prison's blinded bars, I do possess what none can take away, my love and all the glory of the stars.